Hey y'all, Irix guy here. Kind of a cloudy day out on 7 Mile Beach in Grand Cayman. And very deep beneath the surface comes these two dive watches up. Got them both on my wrist. No, I usually don't wear two watches at the same time, but I want to do a comparison video. Now, you've probably seen a lot of videos where you compare the Omega Seamaster Professional, which is right there on the left, to the Rolex Submariner. Now, these watches, although similar in appearance, they do have some very huge differences. Now, one thing with the Omega Seamaster 300M is that the bezel, that blue part, in the model that I have, and this model is probably 10 or so years old, the bezel's made out of a metal type material. I don't know if it's aluminum or what, but it will show scratches and it will fade slightly. Not that I have a problem with the fading. I think it gives the piece a good patina, but it's it is something that one should consider when they're looking at a dive watch. As far as water resistance properties are concerned, the Omega Seamaster 300M Professional is very watertight. I've swam in this watch in oceans across the world, hot tubs, swimming pools, shower with it. It takes a beating, doesn't show its age. You notice it's on a rubberized strap right now, and that's from Panatime.com, by the way. Put it on there because I wanted to preserve those stainless steel bracelet that it came on. Not that it was wearing quickly, but I just didn't want to wear it out. I wanted to keep it in good condition. And I like the look of this bright orange rubber strap. So obviously it's got a screw down crown, which assists with water resistance. And as you can see on the dial, it says 300 meters, 1,000 feet. And I mean, obviously I've never taken it that deep. Probably the deepest I've been is about 10 feet in the pool. But I've dove into pools, dove into lakes. I wear it when I go water skiing, so it can really handle the water resistance. So it's a good piece, and I would highly recommend it. Now, one of the differences, aside from cosmetic and bezel material, and that's something I want to point out. The sapphire crystal in this thing is rock solid. It doesn't even have any hairline scratch on it, and I banged it into walls and all kinds of stuff. But from a technical perspective, the movement in the Omega is just a modified ETA, and without getting into overly technical terminology, that just means that it's not an in-house movement like the Rolex. Rolex makes their own movements. Omega does now for some of their pieces, but this particular one is just a modified ETA movement. Not a problem, it's highly accurate. It is a certified chronometer, but it's not an in-house made movement. So great watch, a better price point than your Submariner, but you'll notice some subtle things like looking at the markers. Although it does have great lume, it doesn't have the I don't know if it's platinum or what around the markers. They're not elevated. So some subtle things like that, you're gonna notice a difference when you go over here to the Rolex. So you're looking at the Submariner, you can see the markers. They're elevated. They've got a silver type material around them, and they've got lume on the inside. The bezel on this Submariner, and this is the current model Submariner as of 2013. It's a ceramic bezel, should not fade, should not scratch, should not shatter. Not saying anything's impossible, but it's supposed to be extra durable. The Rolex does have the in-house movement, like all Rolexes do. So it's got a rock solid workhorse of a movement. The metal, the stainless steel that the bracelet and the case is made out of is of the highest quality. Although the Omega is incredible and has been a real workhorse from a durability perspective and timekeeping perspective, the metal in the Rolex is even tougher. It's just so you obviously got your screw down crown. Really nice, really nice piece. I can't say that I prefer one over the other. They both fit my wrist great. They're both great pieces, but if I had to have one, I would probably go with the Submariner, just for the fact that it does have that in-house movement, and that from a holding its value and appreciating perspective, the Rolex probably takes the cake. So I really appreciate you watching this video, and I hope it's of value. Feel free to subscribe to my channel, youtube.com/IrixGuy, and check out all of my videos, and share this video and any of my videos with others.